If you own a condo and are thinking of making a jump to freehold, but you're waiting for the prices to go up, that's exactly how you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel like you got punched in the face. Let me explain. We're meeting with some people right now that have condominiums that are looking at getting into freehold, and they can barely make the jump, but they're like, it's not enough. We want the price to go up on our condo so we can comfortably afford the freehold. Well, now you're in dreamland. It's just not gonna happen, guys. Even when we look at year-to-date sales, and I've been saying this for the past few weeks, is that we're gonna see the freehold year-to-date close in, and we're gonna probably see the condo stay the same, or we're gonna see that spread get bigger, and that's exactly what we're seeing. If I looked at February, mid-February, we were down overall in the GTA about 21-22% in terms of sales. Freehold was down that 20%, and condos was down 22%. When I look at it today, freehold is down 15%, and condo, that's right, it's down 22%, same number. So those sales are sluggish, and there's a lot of inventory of that. So I think that both markets eventually in time and years will probably recover, but the freehold will recover faster than the condo, and I think the condos are gonna stay down for a lot longer. So if you are in that situation that you could kind of make the jump and that's your goal to go from condo to freehold, you pretty much wanna do that sooner than later, because this is gonna be your opportunity, because the condo prices are gonna continue to probably scale downwards. What do I know? Here's the midweek market update. In terms of inventory, we're basically flat week over week. Not a lot of listings. In fact, we're down about 25 units across the GTA. If I look at year over year, we are up about 30% in inventory, which is 7,300, just over 7,300 units. From January 1st to today's date, we are up a crap load of inventory, 115%, or over 17,000 units. So a lot more inventory compared to where we were January 1st. In terms of sales, sales are year to date, like I said, down 17.7%. Freehold is down 15% compared to, year over year, and condo is down 22%. Week over week, our sales are actually up 20%, which is about 200 units. One thing I wanted to note was sometimes our sales take longer to kind of get into the books, but June, compared to last year's June, we were only down about 3% in terms of sales, which was under 200 units. So it's pretty good for having that much more inventory, like 30% more inventory than last year, and our sales are pretty close within like a 3%. I think that's a pretty good win. In terms of price, this always really correlates, okay? So since our sales were up, our prices were down. So the average price was down about 5.5% compared to the 52-week high. And week over week, our price was down about $5,500 on average. And this is what we're kind of continuing to see. Now, the other piece of advice I want to leave you guys off with right now is that, even when we're meeting with sellers right now, they're waiting to kind of wait for the fall market to get in. I just think that's being kind of lazy on the seller's part. They probably just want to enjoy their summer, which is nothing wrong with that. But right now, we might get fewer showings, but we're going to get more motivated buyers. I think people that are looking right now are pretty motivated. Otherwise, they're going to be out on a beach or hanging out with family or doing something else. So I think it is a good time right now. The other reason also is that, even last week and this week, I'm telling you that the inventory is flat or coming down slightly. And I think that's the trend we're gonna kind of continue to see over the next like 6 weeks or so. I think once we get into the fall, kind of beginning mid-September, we're gonna start to see that inventory possibly start to rise again. There's gonna become more options for people, but I think that's also gonna put a pressure on price at the same time. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you guys have any questions about what's going on in your specific area, shoot me a DM. Happy to help you guys out, answer your questions, and maybe gear some advice to your personal situation. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of the week. Talk to you soon.